Hello, my darlings. I honestly did not expect such a massive amount of requests to do this video once again, but for more affordable fragrances. So I've recently done the niche luxury edition of a very clean, fresh out of the shower, your skin but better scents, very much cleaner aesthetics, very much timeless elegant scents that you can wear and feel refreshed and very clean. And you guys really wanted me to make an affordable version of this video. So here we go. I have so many fragrances to show you. We're gonna jump right into this topic in a second. But before we do, I would like to welcome our sponsor, MOMMESILK. And speaking of smelling and feeling luxurious for a good price, MOMMESILK is the best place to go if you want to shop for silk pieces at very good price. So I'm currently wearing one of their pieces. It's 100% silk. It looks absolutely stunning. And yes, it is a pajama set. You can buy them together as a set when it comes to pajamas, but I've also saw on a website that you can buy the top and bottom separately. They have such a wild variety of things you can pick and choose on the website, from clothing to pillowcases and bedding. They have everything silk wise you might need at home. And I really love this set because it looks so elegant. Yes, it is a great pajama, but I'm more than happy and more than okay with wearing it as a blouse or even as a silk set out and about. Spring is right around the corner, and I am looking forward to wear this uh, just with my loafers and a good bag, and I'm good to go because the craftsmanship of the pieces is insane. As you can see, guys, like, it's beautiful. It's really beautiful. It's extremely soft, and honestly, there's no better material to wear, especially as the weather gets hotter and hotter, than silk, because it's a very breathable material. It has antibacterial properties, so it's just phenomenal. And MOMMESILK will not make you break the bank. It's actually a perfect gift idea. From the brand, I got this pajama, which I'm gonna show you a snippet of me wearing it in full. There's also beautiful range of pillowcases that I chose two of in the shade black, because most of my decor around the house and my sheets are black and white, so I thought it would complement beautifully each other. So I went with black, but you can choose any color you want and any that matches your vibe. Let me show you the pillowcase now. So this is, it's big. This is the pillowcase. Gorgeous. Has a zipper closure on the side. The material, the quality of silk, trust me, I know my silk because I've been sleeping on silk pillowcases for years now. And this is honestly one of the best thickness that I've had, if not the best thickness. I think it's actually the best thickness. It's really thick and luscious to touch. Yet it's gorgeous and airy, and I just love silk, okay? And the pillowcases are no exception. I have this beautiful camisole that can easily be something you sleep in, but also something you go for a formal event with wearing, you know? I'm putting it underneath a blazer, and I'm looking so sophisticated, so cool, very classy but comfortable at the same time. So yeah, I really love those pieces. Super happy. Of course, I have a massive wish list of what I want to get next from the brand, because the pajama sets are my goals. Mine is in color navy, and I chose it a little bit oversized, so I did go size up, and that's what I definitely suggest you do, especially with silk pieces. In my opinion, it just looks better when it's a little bit more slouchier, right? So if you decide to get a piece of clothing, I definitely suggest you size up. But overall, very, very good brand, very sustainable. They create products with luxurious fabrics, of course silk, but they are able to keep the costs down because they're factory based with no middleman, which is amazing. Also, the shipment is really, really quick. What is very important, of course, you have a discount code from me on whatever you want from the website, which is amazing. And as I said, it's not only great for you, for your health. I've been talking to you about pillowcases for the longest time. You guys know it's so important for me to have a good sleep hygiene and use silk as my bedding, especially the pillowcases where I put my face and my hair. But also, it's not just for you, it's actually a perfect gift idea, right? Because I feel like everybody will appreciate silk pieces no matter what you choose, really. Even if you give someone pillowcases, they will be so, so, so happy. And it's so practical yet so luxurious. So you have basically all in one when it comes to silk pieces. So that is it, guys. And now I hope you enjoyed it, and we are gonna get into the perfumes. All right, so I have a massive basket, and you guys really, really wanted me to do this. I was shocked of how many of you need those clean girl aesthetic scents, but at affordable price. I mean, it didn't shock me, but I was just shocked that so many of you actually want that genre. Especially from the Arabian brands. Because let's be honest, Arabian brands recently have been really going into, of course, dupes, but also heavy gourmands because they're so, so popular. I have something completely different today. We're gonna have, same as in the last video, a lot of citruses, a lot of aquatics, a lot of musks. So yeah, big list. Let's start with something that is really, really exquisite, and not only I love it, but my boyfriend really loves it, even though it is an inspiration from a very feminine fragrance, which is Creed Spring Flowers, the first one. This is a Zimaya Anhaar Valley, and I really love it. This is one of the best ozonic, slightly marine, very aquatic, very fresh, a bit fruity fragrances. So in here we have aquatic notes, melon, apple and peach. Then we have ozonic notes and rose, and in the base, which will actually allow this fragrance last very, very long on your skin, you have ambergris and musk. So this composition, again, it's quite similar to Creed Spring Flowers. Some people also compare it to Light Blue from Dolce Gabbana, but in my opinion, this one is way more aquatic, way less citrusy. But refreshing aspect is similar. This is less sweet than Light Blue, and again, less citrusy. I think that honestly, I don't see anybody not liking this. This is so good. This is so good. I don't think anybody would despise this fragrance. This is such a great all-rounder. This smells like you just jumped into the pool. Amazing. Amazing feeling to wear it, to smell it. I love to wear it and smell it on my boyfriend. He truly loves this fragrance as well. So there must be something in the water when it comes to this one. Longevity is very good, so I'm very, very happy about this one. I get at least good 8 hours with moderate projection. All right, next fragrance is also from Zimaya. I'm trying to go by brand so you guys have easy access in the description below. This one is Taraf White, and this is supposed to be a dupe slash inspo from Delina La Rosée. However, Zimaya has another one, Hawa Pink. I talked about it a lot. And that one to me is more of Delina La Rosé. This one is a fresher, citrusier take on that same DNA, but this is why it's in this video. This is cleaner, this is more sparkling, again, more citrusy. The note structure is very beloved by me. Oh yes, we have lychee, bergamot, and pear. Then we have Turkish rose, peony, loads of peony, and vetiver. And in the base you have rose, floral notes, and white musk. So this is more of a floral take on a clean, straight out of the shower fragrance, but it's still very, very clean, very refreshing. I truly adore this just as much as I love Hawa Pink. They both have very similar note structures, so really honestly doesn't really matter which one you go for. I feel like this one is a bit more musky and more citrusy. That's why I put it on this list, but they're both great. Since I've been talking so much about Hawa Pink, I wanted to give this one some love. And also it's a little bit more appropriate for our subject, which is like very clean, citrusy, musky, straight out of the shower scent. So that is Taraf White from Zimaya. Very good lasting power, I must say. Again, 7 to 8 hours with no problem. So that's what I like. That's what I really, really like. All right, guys. Next one, I think we can slowly move on from Zimaya. I only have one more fragrance from Zimaya, and that is A La Rose. And I must say the bottle is really pretty. As you can see, it is slightly inspired by Kilian bottles, but it's much heavier, bigger, bulkier, and it's 100 ml. So yeah. And this is, my darlings, this is a dupe pretty much for Good Girl Gone Bad. However, I know some people might say, oh, Good Girl Gone Bad is not that fresh and clean. For me, it is. For me, it's a slightly fruity, soapy fragrance. Fruity, floral, soapy. For me, it is very fresh and clean. And this one, I think it's even fresher and cleaner smelling than the original. I personally truly love this fragrance. It's springtime now, finally, so I can wear it to bits. This is a fragrance that I'm happy to wear just like that, but I will definitely mix it with my other fragrances, maybe some more fruity ones. We'll see, but you know, the sky is the limit with this one because this is such a universal scent profile. So in here you have nectarine, osmanthus, and freesia, rose, jasmine, woody notes, sandalwood, tuberose, cedar, and musk. And again, I really love the bottle. The longevity again is very nice. It smells for me much nicer than Maison Alhambra's version. It's not as complex as the original Good Girl Gone Bad. We do not have the narcissus, we do not have cinnamon, we do not have such a heavy base with patchouli and amber. So this definitely is, in my opinion and to my nose, fresher. It still has some woodiness, definitely that sandalwood, but it's fresher and cleaner. That's why I feel like you're gonna love it if you're looking for a very good clean girl kind of a scent, and especially if you love nectarine and osmanthus. I love both. I love nectarines in perfumes and in real life, and osmanthus will just amp up that peachy effect in the fragrance. So this one is a 10 out of 10 for me. I'm gonna shut up about it now because yeah, I've talked enough, I know. Okay, with this fragrance, I even got a comment like, if it's not on this list, I'm gonna die, or something like that. So here we go. This is Afnan Mystique Bouquet, and definitely one of the best ones as a blind buy. Honestly, all of these are very safe blind buys. You really cannot go wrong with them. This one is super potent, and it is an amazing dupe for Valaya. but I would say it's Valaya with a hint of Fleur Narcotique. All right, this one doesn't have Akigala wood like Valaya because they cannot use it. It's restricted to a certain lab. But we have very similar notes to Valaya from Parfums de Moily, and it's so clean, so fresh, quite fruity, very peony oriented, and woody, musky in the dry down. So we have white peach, mandarin orange, bergamot lychee, we have orange blossom, mahonia, vetiver, loads of peonies, as I said, musk ambroxan, vanilla, and oak musk. I truly adore this fragrance, and as I've told you already, my best friend, I gave a bottle to her and she loves it and she wears it constantly. But also my aunt who lives in Canada, I gave it to her and she also wears it very, very frequently. So it's a great all-rounder. I don't think there are many people who dislike it. It's a very likable fragrance, like most of these. But this one in particular, it's very elegant, fresh, clean, yet super long lasting. And even though it's super, super clean, it does have a woody vanilla dry down, so there is some depth to it. It's not just airy fairy soapy clean girl. There is some depth to it, which I love. So that is Valaya Dupe Mystique Bouquet. Of course, we cannot skip this one. This is a Fleur Narcotique dupe, and it is from Fragrance World. It is Le Fleur Narcotique, so they really didn't go far even with the name from the original. And the notes are pretty much the same. We have lychee, bergamot, peach, orange blossom, peony, moss, and woody notes. It lasts very well. I would say this is one of the best dupes for Fleur Narcotique. I really like it because it's very citrusy, this one. And the rest is pretty much 99.9% Fleur Narcotique. It looks like this. My cap is different. I lost the cap from it and I have a different one. I don't know. I even don't know what cap it is, to be honest. But it looks cute. So, yeah. This is great. This is great. If you want a proper Fleur Narcotique dupe that's not gonna break the bank because it's super inexpensive, then this one is great. I did have the other one, I think from Maison Alhambra. Yes, Narcotic Flower from Maison Alhambra, and I hated it. I really didn't like it. This one I do like. I also like Afnan's version, which is called another bouquet. It's called La Fleur Bouquet. That one is more strong and more floral. This one is more effervescent. That's why I'm choosing this one for this list, because it's the cleanest and it is the freshest. And also I like the blend the most, because the blend, it's not harsh at all. It's just perfect. So yeah, La Fleur, yeah, La Fleur Narcotique from Fragrance World, very, very good one. All right, next I have a couple of masks for you. The first mask that I have here is Pure Musk from Khadlaj, and this is Mask Blend Master Perfume Creation, and truly, honestly, this is just pure musk. But done to perfection. It's absolutely stunning. This smells like white sheets. If white had a color, it would be it. Don't sleep on this fragrance, guys. It's done beautifully. It has a beautiful bottle. It's not a dupe of anything. I love it. This is quality 100%. This is really, really quality. So this one I highly recommend if you want just a beautiful, beautiful mask. Gorgeous mask. My mom also has it. She loves it. So if you want a beautiful, clean, pure mask that's perfect to wear on its own, just like that, but also to, of course, be a base layer for your other fragrances, then go ahead and buy this one. Of course, I'm so happy to tell you that I have a discount code for Khadlaj. on their official website, so now you can use it and abuse it. And just as a side note, guys, this fragrance is going to be a perfect base layer for everything I'm talking about in this video. So if you want to get just one thing that's going to be the most versatile, I would get this. So that is from Khadlaj. Another Khadlaj fragrance that I have here is not as versatile, but I would say it's also very, very versatile. Especially if you like, you know, more fruity, peony oriented fragrances. This is another one that's gorgeous. This one is a little bit similar to Irresistible from Givenchy, but a bit fresher. And this is Aura Crisp Flower, and it is a really crisp fragrance indeed. Another note structure that's similar to Taraf White, a la Rose, but not exactly. It smells different. Don't worry, it really does smell different. We have pear peach and bergamot. We have a lot of peony again and jasmine. And in the base, we have musk, vanilla, and vetiver. And it really does smell differently to the others. I truly adore this fragrance. It's absolutely beautiful. It lasts very, very well. I'm not going to show you anything that lasts bad in this video. As per usual, I really try to avoid showing you scents that are not long lasting. So yeah, this one is definitely quite similar to Givenchy Irresistible. However, I like this one way more. I remember, I think I had a bottle of the original Irresistible from Givenchy, and it kind of clashed with me, you know? And this one is very, very easy to wear, and it's very interesting, actually. It's interesting to wear. From that whole musky, fruity, clean genre, it's quite unique. I like it. I really, really like it. All right, speaking of masks, I have 3 different masks from Gulf Orchid, and I wanted to show you 6 more. But we're gonna focus on these 3 because these 3 are definitely the cleanest, the most clean girl, angelic. And speaking of angelic, let's start from Angel Musk. This is the whole Musk collection. I'm sure you've seen it around. So this is Angel Musk, and it is new. So this, when you read the notes, you're not gonna get anything when you smell it. Really no. I'm looking at the notes and I'm like, where? So it has spicy notes, davana, and dried fruits. I don't get anything. Any of that. Nothing. Then it has a gourmand accord, sandalwood and rose, and then it has tonka, musk, and vanilla. The bottles are gorgeous. I'm gonna show you in a full triad. Look at that. Gorgeous bottles, I must say. These fragrances are I think 60 ml. Beautiful sprayers, by the way. Okay, it is a little bit spicy, but just like a little bit. And then you get like that gourmand accord with rose is like rosy jammy. And then you get a lot of musk and vanilla because obviously it's a musk collection. So it's, you know, even though it does have different notes, it's definitely going to be musk oriented and musk prominent. So you get a very clean scent in general, but with some spices, with a hint of gourmand touch, and definitely vanilla and tonka. A little bit of rose. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. However, I would not really categorize it as a floral. I would not categorize it as a typical vanilla. It's drifting somewhere in the middle. It smells like a cloud. Honestly, it smells like a cloud, but it's beautiful. So Angel Musk is the first one. Then we have Cotton Candy, which probably is my favorite. It's gorgeous. I love these bottles. I have them all on a specific shelf, just these ones. And they look so good. So Cotton Candy has Lily of the Valley, Cotton Candy, Neroli, and Rose. Musk, Orange Blossom, Violet, again Rose and Marshmallow. And then in the base we have again Musk, Powdery Notes, Amber, Caramel, and Milk. And this is a fragrance I truly fell in love with it. Many people compare it to Kissing by Kilian, which is long discontinued, and I do agree it has some hints of it, and maybe that's why I love it so much, because Kissing was amazing. It was like hot milk, sugar, and Lily of the Valley. It was amazing, so sexy. And this is definitely on a sexy side while still being clean and angelic and all that. And a little bit soapy. I definitely get some caramel here and that marshmallow. It does have a hint of that Kissing Kilian DNA. It's gorgeous. It's a very soft fragrance. It smells like a cloud again, but definitely not spicy, not really that vanillic. This one is just more marshmallowy and fluffy. And again, it has that Lily of the Valley milk aspect, which does remind me of Kilian. This one is gorgeous. Gorgeous. And you know what? It's amazing that you can mix them all. You can literally mix all of them at once, and they're gonna smell amazing anyways. The last one that I have, the story is pretty much the same as this one. Is just musk in the top base and the heart, and this is Mysterious Tahara, and another bottle that I really love. This one is gorgeous, but it really doesn't smell like Khadlaj. It really doesn't, even though the notes are the same. It's a different musk. So this one almost smells like a bubble gum. Oh, yeah, it's just a very particular experience with this, because we do have only musk, supposedly, but I smell here very sweet and fluffy notes as well. Not many, but some people compare it to the new Irresistible Nude Velvet from Givenchy, which has some almondy notes and rice powder and ambrette. And you know what, like, I know it's different, they're not the same, but there is something like fluffy to it. And something like almost almondy as well, but it's very faint. I love it. This is surely purer musk than this one or the cotton candy, but it still has some nice facets to it. So I would definitely check it out. This is like a sweet fluffy musk, whereas this one is more of a clean, pure, almost floral leaning musk. But I think they're for different purposes, you know? This one, I would say it's a bit more mature and sophisticated. This one is a little bit more girly, flirty, while still being very clean and all that. Alright, next fragrance is more of an aquatic one. However, it has very interesting facets, but it's gonna make you feel very fresh and very clean. And that is Mayar Intense from Lattafa. This is a combination of fig and green tangerine and melon and coconut water and lotus and water lily and jasmine. And then in the base, you've got musk, ambroxan, sandalwood, and vanilla. And this is a very greenish, clean, aquatic fig fragrance, but you get beautiful coconutty aspects. You get definitely that green tangerine and coconut water for sure. And lotus. I get a lot of lotus. and of course musk. And it's very creamy in the dry down thanks to the vanilla sandalwood. I think if I went to White Lotus in Thailand, I would take this one with me because it's so zen and very softish at the same time. Super long lasting fragrance. With this one I get good solid 8 to 9 hours. It's gorgeous. For me it is really, really a beautiful one, and it's really clean out of the shower. However, I would totally wear it pretty much at any occasion. It's great to take with you on special vacation for sure, and you're not breaking a bank at all, at all. Speaking of coconuts, this is definitely my current absolutely favorite fragrance of the moment, and this is from Paris Corner, and this is Coconut Lagoon. And not many people talk about it because it's very new. I love this one, 2 bits. My boyfriend also loves it. Look at the cap. Whew. Sorry, this was the worst presentation of the cap YouTube has ever seen, I think. Here's the cap. So the bottle is not too crazy, but the cap is a bit crazy. But I like the bottle, I don't mind it. Okay, so Coconut Lagoon, my darling, starts off with lemon, mandarin, and apple. Then you have watermelon and caramel, and in the base you've got vanilla and coconut. Beautiful sprayer, by the way. And gorgeous scent. Gorgeous scent. It's not a dupe of anything. And in here you get a very, very realistic, true lemon scent, but sweetened up. And everything immediately with that very crisp, clean, fresh lemon, everything is immediately very creamy because of the coconut and vanilla. It's an amazing experience as a whole. I love this, 2 bits. People compare it to Aqua Lagoria Coconut Fizz. I think it's better. Also compare it to Malibu Party in a Bay from Simone Andreoli, and this I might agree with. But this one is way more creamy. The Paris Corner one is way, way, way more creamy. However, that lemon, which feels like a sugary lemon, is very similar to Simone Andreoli Malibu Party in a Bay. I personally adore this, and thanks to this fragrance I don't really need Simone Andreoli because I know I will reach for this one and I don't need to spend money on Simone. You know what I'm saying? So you don't have to either. This is gorgeous, truly, truly gorgeous. It's very long lasting. I'm so happy with it, guys. I'm really so happy with it. Yes, 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 yes. Do I get a watermelon? I do. A little bit of caramel as well. But the dry down is truly magical because you still get those hints of that lemon, but you get even more coconut, even more vanilla. It gets very clean, creamy, while still keeping it fresh and clean. So this one is my 10 out of 10. Love this 2 bits. Love this 2 bits. Speaking of coconuts and more tropical leaning fragrances while still being fresh and clean, this one is good in particular because this one doesn't contain any alcohol. So you can spray it on yourself even straight out of the shower, literally, when your skin is still wet. Because it actually is a little bit moisturizing, the formula. Not like a lotion, but there is like a nice moisturizing facet to it. And believe it or not, Naseem, because the brand is Naseem, all their fragrances are alcohol free and they're very long lasting. They really, really are. So my favorite, my personal favorite is Twin Paradise, and this is my clean girl Paradise Island scent. I love it. This one is coconut and peach and bergamot and orange blossom. Then you have gardenia, heliotrope, jasmine, tuberose, and orris. And in the base you've got gorgeous, gorgeous sandalwood, which is very creamy and almost milky, and some ambergris and vanilla. So this one is super versatile in my opinion. I love this one. And also, I want to show you, look at the, see, it doesn't have alcohol and it kind of looks like milk. It doesn't stay in your clothes, by the way, so don't worry. It's not like it's gonna stain anything. And you just spread it and you're left with beautiful perfume oil. This one is phenomenal. This one definitely is more like gardenia, orange blossom, tuberose, but still very, very clean smelling. So if you want like a white floral / tropical floral coconut, but not too prominent of a coconut. This coconut from Paris Corner is way more prominent. This one not so much. But I would definitely try this one. It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Clean florals. That's how I would describe it in general. It's clean florals. All right. Next one that I have here for you is something that's very new in my collection, but it stole my heart immediately. This is a dupe for Louis Vuitton Afternoon Swim. Which I personally really adore, but I think the price is a little bit ridiculous for what it is. And now we have something that is a perfect alternative. You're not again spending much money and you get amazing quality. It's Paris Corner North Stag collection, North Stag in Expressions, and this is number 4, which is Quatre, and it's in this orange bottle. I have a black one, which is a dupe for LASTIN, and it's amazing. This is a dupe for Afternoon Swim. So here we have mandarin orange, Sicilian orange, bergamot, and ginger, and that's it. And this fragrance, it's an of euphoria of oranges, of sweet oranges and sour oranges. Is just like you're drowning in orange infused water. This is phenomenal, absolutely amazing, and it's long lasting. Good 7 to 8 hours. Ah, yes, that ginger, that sweet Sicilian orange, and the mandarin orange, they're making me go crazy. It's amazing. One of the most refreshing scents that I own in general, and it's beautiful. And also, I dare saying, one of the most beautiful citruses I have, and I have a lot of beautiful citruses, and this one is definitely at the top. So that is North Stag. We've got 3 fragrances left, guys, so don't ditch me yet, because I'm only doing what you requested from me. So don't skip on these last fragrances. We're almost done. First one is for everyone who wants clean, kind of soapy a little bit, all right? But more of a vanilla fragrance. You know, you still want a hint of your vanilla. This is it. This is Riiffs Abeer, and this is a dupe for Carolina Herrera Good Girl Blush, the original blush, not the elixir. This is almondy vanilla with some ylang. It's beautifully sweet. It is a little bit floral, but you still get definitely that nice nutty aspect from the almond, and a lot of vanilla and coumarin and a lot of peony. And that's the peony that makes everything so clean and feminine and girly and effervescent and transparent. So this one I really love, to the point that I was debating whether I should get Good Girl Blush or not. But honestly, guys, as much as I can have like 100 gooey vanillas that are in Bianco Latte vibe, and I know that at some point I will use them up, this scent profile I love very much, but I think 1 or 2 bottles are enough for me. And I have other fragrances that smell a little bit similar. So I'm not gonna get Good Girl Blush, at least for now. But this one I highly recommend, and honestly, you don't need Carolina Herrera. When we have this, it's so cheap and it smells amazing and it lasts very well. So, and beautiful peony here. Peony mixed with gorgeous vanilla and bitter almond. That's all I can say. It's done very, very nicely. All right, next one, absolute old fragrance. It's so old. I've been raving about this for 5 years now, since I started the channel. Maybe a bit later, but honestly, it's been with me forever. This is Royal Musk from Haramain, and you cannot go wrong with this. If you like Prada La Femme, then you have to have this. If you like Royal Masca from Mikalev and all those very sophisticated musky scents with ylang, this one has ylang, pepper, bergamot, orris, lily of the valley, and jasmine, and then it has musk and beeswax. And this is a phenomenal scent. Ultra sophisticated, ultra classy, gorgeous. Gorgeous. This is definitely more like white floral leaning, and the beeswax does the job here so nicely. Again, it is to me very, very, very similar to Prada La Femme, even though on Fragrantica people really don't say that. For me, it is very, very similar to Prada La Femme. Lasts forever. This one really, really does. So this one you cannot go wrong with. Oldie but such a goodie. And last but not least, I'm going to give you something fruity at the end because it's gorgeous. This is Arabiyat Prestige Blueberry Musk. I am obsessed with this fragrance. Truly, like 100% obsessed. This is the best blueberry fragrance I've ever smelled. Truly. Honestly, the best blueberry. And for the price, like, don't even get me started. Yes. So this is blueberry and blackberry, which is heaven. Honestly, heaven. Then you have freesia, that's gonna give you clean, a bit soapy vibe. Some rose and lavender. And that lavender mixed with blackberries and blueberries gives you like summertime, you know, summertime fields full of those blueberries and blackberries, you know, somewhere by the forest growing. That's the picture I have when I smell it. And in the base, you've got raspberry, which only amps up that nice soury sweetness, and vanilla and patchouli and oak moss. This is amazing. It's very like refreshing, but it's also sweet and sour from the fruits. These are very refreshing fruits. These are dark fruits that have their own juice. They're very juicy. But thanks to freesia and that bit of rose, it's still like, you know, balancing between clean and fruity. Amazing fragrance, amazing fragrance. Another one from the brand that they have in this collection is Cranberry Musk, and Cranberry Musk is just as gorgeous. Easily could have been here on this list as well, to be honest. But I feel like I'm matching with Blueberry Musk today, so I had to. All right, guys. I think you should be satisfied, right? You should be satisfied. You have so many to choose from. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Please tell me in the comments if you are satisfied with this list. Tell me if you have any fragrances from this list and how you feel about them. And of course, don't forget to check out MOMMESILK. By the way, fun fact, Momme is in Japanese the way that silk was being weighted. It's like the weight measurement for silk specifically. I hope I make sense. I hope I make sense. So yeah, that is it. Thank you for being with me, for sticking to the end, and see you in my next one.